Let me speak. I am much interested in you and your work, and want to do all that I can to help. I have heard your grandmother's message, and it is a beautifully encouraging one, and filled with deep truths, which, if you will grasp and apply, will benefit you very much. I had my troubles when I lived on earth, but never had the sustaining power of the divine love that she speaks of, and, hence, lived my life as best I could with only the help of natural powers and a rather cheerful disposition. Had I possessed this love, I now know that I should have been saved many hours of worriment, and enjoyed many hours of happiness that were not mine. It seems to be the fate or destiny of mortals to experience trouble. As someone has said, man was born for trouble, but this is not just true, for man to a large extent makes his own troubles, and as men come into a knowledge of the great law of compensation they will realize the truth of what I say. But thank God, even though man makes his own troubles and the law of compensation works impartially, yet the loving Father can relieve him from his troubles and make him happy. And in doing so, I want to say, the demands of this law are not unsatisfied. This law, itself, is subject to another law, and that is that unless causes exist it cannot demand anything from the mortal, and the Father in helping his children does not say to the law, "You shall not demand a penalty from this child whom I desire to help," but says to the child, "Receive my love and help," and the causes for the demand of this law will cease to exist. If mortals would only understand this truth, they would not continue to believe that the Father cannot help his children, and they would also see that in order to confer such help, it is not necessary to set aside or suspend this great law in its operations. The Father never grants a special dispensation to relieve mortals from paying the penalties of this law, but he does give to them his great love, and when they possess that, the causes that entail the penalty cease to have an existence. The law of the divine love is the greatest law and supplants every other law in the workings upon the souls and minds of mortals. Well, my friend, I must not write more, and so with my love, will say good night. Your brother in Christ, John Bunyan.